Yeah, man, we in the town, man. We in the city so nice they named it twice, man. We going all the way up like a turtleneck. It's up and stuck like a cat in the tree. You know the protocol and you know the protocol. Hello? We out here with one of the best doing it in the game right now, in the world. I'm a stamp that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to say he's a friend, you know what I'm saying? I'm proud to say it's somebody that I watched from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? When he pulled up on that motorcycle outside of motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, on the strip in Vegas. And I was like, who is this fly nigga right here? What the fuck he got going on? My boy,
Cheers,
Liquid Cash, man.
We out here moving and grooving, man. Fuck it, I gotta pull a piece out too, man.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let them see that hard, them trophies, man.
This is called trunk jewelry. It's old school trunk jewelry, you dig? If you know, man.
Yes,
you out here just in Harlem, man. Harlem show love too, man.
Yes, sir.
Harlem show love, man, you dig? Shout out to 5 Rockaway Queens, you dig? Shout out to Brooklyn, Brownsville, you know what I mean? Shout out to Harlem 126 between Lexington and Park Ave. Hey, listen, man, these are all the spots I frequently move through and do what I do when I do what I does, man. I hope y'all out there staying blessed and not stressed, you dig? It don't matter if it's one person in the room or 1 million. We gonna keep on popping this shit, you heard?
Oh no, it's about to go up. Watch. We just started. It normally be 2, 3, 4, 500, 100 a year. They on New Jersey tapping in. Y'all know how we do this, all right? Double tap the screen. You know what I mean? It don't cost you nothing to press that button. You know what I'm saying? We going all the way live. We gonna chop some boss game with the boss. You know what I'm saying?
Cheers.
Boss life. Boss life is the movement. Shout out to Red Boss. You know what I'm saying?
Red Boss. What up? Boss life.
You know,
Red Boss, the boss of all bosses.
You know, shout out to my guys that been out here for many moons. Okay, don't get it twisted. This ain't no overnight successes. This ain't niggas that just popped out. You know what I'm saying? And just hit the lottery or something. Nah, this is years. Blood, sweat, and tears, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And people that really have learned from the ground up. Those are the people that I'm proud to call friends of me, because that's where I've been able to learn a lot of the lessons that I have and got a lot of the blessings that I have, because I've had good people around me that helped me learn as I go, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna share a little bit of game with y'all, you know what I'm saying? We gonna just see what, what
each one teach one.
You feel me? He said Wolf and Cash Flow. Oh, I like that. That sounds hard.
Yeah.
Each one teach Cash Flow. Wolf and Cash Flow. Yeah, that actually sounds hard. He says, when it's noise, it's real. Exactly. And look, this is how deep it is, y'all. On that tip, we ain't gonna waste none of this on no negativity, right? First of all. So don't come in here talking about that situation. We on positive time. But I will tell y'all this, and he was just a witness, right? Tell me if I'm lying, right? We was just walking down the street, right? Yeah. And a lady that looked like somebody auntie walks up to me, and what she said, she was like,
that's that guy Serius Jones. We just was on the phone talking about you, man. What's that, Serius? Come on, let me get a picture.
You know what I'm saying? And she said, listen, and she put me on the phone with her sister, right? And her sister said, everything you doing and saying about them guys is right. I know them in real life. Keep standing up for the truth, and I'm proud of you. Like, this is a 50, she had to be at least 50, right?
Easy.
50-something-year-old lady, right? Harlem, bro. The streets is paying attention, bro. And what you do in the dark is gonna come to the light. So if you don't respect your own self, if you don't respect your own community, if you don't respect other people, eventually it's gonna come full circle. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to just pay attention and read between the lines. Don't get caught up on the hype, the battle rap gossip and all this stuff. All right, we on real life time. You know what I'm saying?
We battling with life.
You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest battle. You feel me?
Yeah, we battling with life, man.
All right, so look, everybody that's in here, double tap the screen. We going up. We almost at 100. You know how to do it. It starts fast. He says upscale talk with Serius and Cass. Yeah, very upscale. You know what I'm saying? Very prestigious.
High class street niggas.
You feel me? Upper echelon, right? And in fact, I'm gonna put y'all right here. You know what I'm saying? And we got. All right,
see that go right there. See if it's gonna stay right there.
Got him. All right. So look, this is what I want y'all to do. All right. Tap twice. Yeah, tap that screen twice. Bam, bam. It don't cost you nothing to press that button if y'all in here. Wipe your feet at the door. You know what I'm saying? Kanye West? Who looks like Kanye West? Me or him? Neither one of us look like that.
You know how they go.
Me
That's
too.
probably a white person.
Oh no, they the troll masters. My trolls?
Yeah,
oh no, they go crazy.
They gotta
go
compare.
crazy.
They gotta compare to some black celebrity.
Yeah, somebody. Yep.
They're
That's
always
every
doing
time. They been calling me Diddy. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't look like Diddy or nothing.
A lady called me Gucci Man one time. She
Not
looked
Gucci.
Like, yeah, bitch told me I look like Gucci Man. I'm like, God damn, for real? She said, yeah, you look like Gucci Man. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean?
Gucci is crazy.
Yeah, that's a lot of
They be calling me Juicy J. They be calling me motherfucking Key Glock. What else y'all be calling me? Y'all be calling me fucking Michael J. White.
Man.
Michael J. White, the fighter. You know what I'm saying? Salute Nicole. He says, y'all funny. Yeah, we gotta laugh at life, man. You know what I'm saying? Smoke green. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I was just telling my brother earlier, I think I'm about to quit smoking, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's time to save this money up, stack this money up. And like my brother said, he said it's okay to not spend it.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay to save that money and not have to do something. And to be honest, as a smoker for the last 20-something years, that's literally an activity. It's something that you just do sometimes, just to do. You bored and you roll up.
Some niggas smoke just to look cool. That's it.
That's why I didn't like weed at first, bro.
Yeah,
Because that's what I thought niggas was doing.
Yeah, some niggas just smoke
I'm
just
like,
to
y'all
look
just
cool.
trying to look cool. Y'all sitting around listening to Tupac with each other.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like back in the 90s, you wasn't even getting high on some of that weed. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Niggas had that backyard boogie, you just got a headache. And I'm sitting there like, why are these niggas doing this shit? So I didn't even like weed at first because to me it was just like it was a social thing. I'm like, y'all niggas is doing that shit to have a cipher. But you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna lie.
I don't smoke or drink. Kids, stay away from drugs. I don't smoke or drink. We don't do none of that. My only addiction, I got one addiction. I'm gonna share it with y'all because I think y'all family of Serius Jones, so y'all family of mine. So I'm gonna share my one addiction, and that's getting money. That's it. I have no other addiction but getting money. So if you come in my surroundings, come in my cipher, come in my motherfucking, you know what I mean, world, you're gonna have to be addicted to getting some money. Other than that, that's it. I'm addicted to eating good and living a boss life, and you have to get money in order to do that. You dig?
W, fire.
Yeah.
Nah, real talk. And you know who somebody said? I be soaking game from wherever it comes from, right? Shout out to Yo Gotti. I was in the studio in the Palms. You know they got that studio in the Palms.
That's where you surrender.
I seen you was up there.
I recorded my first EP called Cash. Now it wasn't an EP. It was a whole about 10 songs album. In that studio at the Palms. I always surrender. I'm mad that they shut that shit down.
They shut it down?
Man,
Damn.
I'm pissed at that.
That shit was a legendary spot. But like I was in there with 2 Chainz. Shout out to my boy Tony, you know what I'm saying? And Yo Gotti was in there. It was about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm rolling up. And I asked Yo Gotti, I'm like, you smoke, bro? He said, nah, man. He said, all I do is count. I thought that was so hard. I thought that was a hard rebuttal. He said, nah, I don't smoke, I don't drink. All I do is count.
That's it. That's it. That's the page of the book that I got my game from. You dig? I just count. That's it.
You said addicted to achievements.
That's
I like
it.
that.
Addicted
I like
to achievements. That's what it is.
Addicted to achieving. Facts.
Addicted to winning. Don't be competitive. Or don't be combative. Be competitive. You dig? Do not be combative. Be competitive. Some niggas be wanting to just compete. You know what?
That's good game right there.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I come off that way sometimes.
You be combative.
They think that. They say that. Like, why are you so combative?
Right.
Because I'm talking to the female and I'm trying to get her to see my perspective. And sometimes, you know, my vernacular is a little spectacular, but also it can get a little abrasive, right? With some jerseyness, right? And then it'd be like, oh, you being combative, like you're argumentative. It comes off argumentative. You know what I'm saying? Because you getting your point across sometimes has less to do with what you say versus how you say it. You know what I'm saying? And the candor and the tone of the way that you deliver your message. You know what I'm saying?
Because words have a frequency.
Feel me?
And based on your energy and the choice of words you're using and the intention behind the words, it gives off a frequency that can come off combative. And that ain't what you're trying to convey.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean?
We got more than 100 people here, man. We should have 100 likes, man. Double tap that screen if you're looking at us right now. Don't be ahead of your whole life. Don't be ahead of your whole life.
Break yourself off the likes.
You know what I'm saying?
Break yourself.
Tank, we're not even going to respond to that. And if you think that Any of that is a relevant topic, right? He said moissanite.
Man, you still talking about jewelry
You
right
still
now,
talking
man?
about jewelry right now.
Get your mind in the right place, man.
Brother, we talking about positivity, winning, and things that can help your life. And what we gonna get into, because this is a man that's about abundance and about finance, right? And is a financially literate individual, right? That can help you, that has classes and courses, okay, which you can take and subscribe to. So follow him, all right, on Instagram, Likquid Cash, spell it.
LIKQUIDCASH, and also my YouTube is Create a Steady Hustle. Listen, that's an acronym for cash. Listen, let me tell you this: you cannot get no cash unless you create a steady hustle. You dig? Create a steady hustle, cash. And my name is Likquid Cash. So as you can see, I'm surrounded by abundance. No matter what I say, I'll never go broke. Why? Because I got cash in my name. You dig? So that's what it is. You got to surround yourself with abundance. Surround yourself with a lifestyle you want to live.
Look at that. See that?
We not even addressing no fake comments.
Bro and smart.
Bro and smart guy need to be on the podcast together.
Didn't I tell you? I told you niggas would think that because, you know, but this is what you need to understand. This is not, shout out to my guy Smart, right? But this is this is the blessing that we have the internet to showcase that there are brothers that function and speak with such motivation and whatever. But this is something that a lot of y'all just don't understand. There's lots of people, not lots of people like, you know what I'm saying? These special individuals. But that's something that, you know what I mean, you can be tapped into without, you know what I mean? You ain't got to be a famous guy on YouTube. When you able to do that and you get to that level, it's a blessing because obviously it's something special. But a lot of y'all been ignoring that type of advice in your own life. A lot of y'all, your dad probably was trying to tell you that type of stuff. Your uncle, your whoever, right? People like to see people that are winning, you know what I mean? Telling them stuff that you wouldn't even accept from your own loved ones probably. You know what I'm saying? So it's a blessing that we have this platform to educate, uplift, and empower, right? But at the same token, you got to be ready. And I was just talking to my little bro today. I'm like, listen, I'm so ready. I'm so ready for this next chapter of abundance. I'm so ready to stick to my plans. I'm so ready to work out every day. I'm so ready to eat right. I'm so ready to save and stack and flip and bounce every dollar that I get from now on. So if you're not ready for all of that, then it don't matter how much game somebody drop on you. You're going to be sitting here talking about somebody's chain.
When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Simple and plain. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So at the end of the day, you just got, like he said, you got to be ready. You stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Every day you should be dedicating at least 90% of your day into learning something new. You got to work harder on yourself than you do at your job. You work hard on your job, you can make a living. But if you work hard on yourself, you can make a fortune. Dig? Make sure you write that one down. Don't let that go over your head. Write that one down and overstand
damn,
that.
I like that quote.
Yeah. Overstand that one, you dig?
Oh, you're going to get a whole lot of bars over here, Jack. You know what I'm saying? You know that. And we got about 160 people here. It should definitely be more than 100 likes. Stop hating.
Break yourself for the likes.
Break yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Break
That's how I be having to do on these niggas. You said that's game right there. Oh, yeah, it's a lot of boss game in this car right now.
Most definitely, man.
For surely.
Most definitely,
and we said money and dollar bills are colonizers' mindsets. Okay, Kevin Estrada, let me educate you right fast, my brother, if I may, okay? Being that we are living in what I'll use the word microcosm, okay? We are not in our original habitat, right? Which is the jungles, the safaris, the abundant resource-filled land of Africa, right? Well, we didn't need money. You know why? Because we could use our natural gifts. We had natural resources in the earth. We had animals running around. We got fruits growing on trees. We got rivers. We have abundance of life. Well, we didn't need money, okay? We bartered. You got this, I got that. Cool. The communal system of existence. Do we have that in America? Do we have can I go outside right now? Can my brother go outside right now in these streets right here and go pick some fruit off a tree? No. Right? Can we go hunt an antelope? Not around here. So in reality, the microcosm and this society and the way it's created, money and finance is equivalent to survival, sir. As I'm sure you know and everybody else knows. So those people that be trying to talk like money is not, it's not about the money. First of all, you're right. It's not about the money. Money's a tool to build your life or to destroy yourself, whichever one you want to use it for. So in reality, that's the problem. We're not taught the financial literacy that our Jewish people are. They taught about that as soon as they old enough to know about anything. They're taught about trust and C Corps and all of this stuff that actually puts you in a position to have what? Generational wealth. Something that none of us, me, you, probably never had, right? And we got 250 people here. You know what I'm saying?
250 people. Let me give y'all 250. He just dropped 250,000 worth of game on y'all just now. You dig? I don't think y'all really overstanding. I don't want you to understand, because to understand is to go beneath something. We want to go over something. You dig? We want to overstand this information. He just dropped 250,000 worth of game on y'all, and you can take that motherfucker to the bank. If you did, listen, all you got to do is soak it up, man. You dig? It costs you free 99, but you have to go. You have to apply the game. You're going to have to apply the game, because the hustle is sold separately. You dig? That hustle is going to have to come from you. You dig? We ain't reading nothing that's negative. We focus on positivity. We trying to get to the bag. But most importantly, we not only trying to get to the bag, we want to educate the people to understand this. It ain't about just getting money, man. There's knowing what to do with money once you got it, you dig? Money ain't your problem. Keeping money is the problem. You got to know how to keep that motherfucker once you got it. You dig? Anyway, man, like I said again, man, he gave y'all $250,000 worth of game. I'm just putting some paint where it ain't.
You know what I mean? Putting paint where it ain't. He said, where the snow bunnies at, cuz? Hey, you tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Colorado.
Colorado, yeah.
Yeah, man.
They're in the Appalachian Mountains.
Yeah,
and all that,
they're in Minnesota.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He says, talking that talk. No, talking to talk. No, we talking that talk, brother. Okay? And if you're smart, you learn something. All right? He says, the problem is y'all look like scammers. Why is that a problem that we look like scammers? What does that mean to you?
Well, let me get you some game real quick. Your eyes. I'm gonna give you $1 million worth of game for the person who said that. $1 million worth of game. And if you could overstand this, your life will be better. Pay attention to this. Your eyes and your ears will always deceive you. Okay? Your eyes and your ears will always deceive you. Never judge a book by its cover. They say that for a reason. All right? So if you focus on our appearance, that'll be the interference where you get things twisted.
And little do you know, okay, first of all, you look like something, you feel like something, brother. If you haven't felt this, if you haven't treated yourself to buying some, something that makes you feel abundant, something that makes you, reflect whatever your individual style is, then you would know. But trust me, if you, step out and bust down brown, and if you went into a store that had anything you could think of, right? That had all the diamonds, that had all the jewelry, that had all the, clothes, whatever it is. And you could go in there and just get whatever it was that was the best of the best. I guarantee you, when you walk out that store, dripped head to toe, you're gonna feel a lot better.
Because you are what you wear.
You're gonna feel like a king. Even if you ain't one. Even if you ain't got $1 in your pocket.
Tell them why though.
Because what you look like attracts what you want. That's why when you see us looking like this is why yo bitch is looking at us. Your females just feeling the same way. She's looking at them niggas look like they get some money, right? Yeah. That's what you mean. That's what you mean.
Because the fabric got energy.
It ain't about looking like scammer. We look like some niggas that must get some money.
So when you say that, that's a compliment.
It's a compliment.
It's actually a compliment. Because
preach.
That's actually a compliment. So don't think that we got offended by that. We didn't get offended by that. We just educating you and letting you know that at the end of the day, you want to look nice and present yourself in a proper way, you dig? Because at the end of the day, if you look nice, like he said, you feel nice and you feel right and you attract abundance in your life.
Look. See, they know you. Money making Mitch, baby.
Hide your bitch.
You know the fuck this is? Stop playing,
Money
man.
making Mitch.
My guy out here shaking the world, man. You know what I'm saying? Shaking this world up, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. He said Nipsey said the same thing. Get you some money, you're gonna feel different. Bro, I just was telling my brother, because there's not many people that I could confide in, right? There's not many people that I'll even tell my problems. And by the way, y'all need to hit that screen, all right? It's 246 people here. That like counter is like, y'all just watching. Y'all know this is a, come on now, don't do that. Right now, bye, before we turn this shit off on y'all. He says, he thought, okay, y'all the realest in the game for real. Salute, man. We appreciate it, man. And I mean, I'm appreciative to just even still be here, you know what I'm saying? And I watched this,
and he been doing it for years.
Yeah, like.
He been doing it for years, like decades. So y'all know it's nothing but dedication. He is the example of dedication. He is the example of consistency. He is the example of hard work. When you see Serius Jones, what do you see? You see perseverance. That's what you see. When you look at Serius Jones, you see perseverance. So when you look at this man, understand, you can learn from the consistency that he's been pushing forward for years, man. You dig? Years. So y'all gotta appreciate the real ones that's really been down and around and really giving y'all some jewels y'all can use. You dig? It ain't too many of us left. These suckers is taking over and they trying to motherfucking push us to the side. But real niggas will never come secondary to none. We always stand firm and stand tall, and we'll be the first. Cause they say, matter of fact, they say the last shall be first and the first shall be last. And we gonna be the motherfuckers that's always gonna be first no matter what. You dig? So you gotta show love and give this man his flowers for all the things that he's been doing. He motivate me. He keeps me inspired. He keeps me going, you dig? Before we even knew each other, he was motivating me and keeping me inspired because he was putting out that quality content. He was always pushing his best foot forward. He was always being productive. He inspired my motivation to keep going and keep putting it in your face, you dig? So when you see me, just understand I'm a reflection of his dedication. You already know, man.
Trying to make me emotional, P.
Already, man.
That's what I'm talking about. But listen, y'all, and I'm allowing me, you know, and yes, ain't nothing wrong with giving flowers to, you know what I'm saying? We got to stop doing that shit where we feel like us, you know, oh, your nigga glazing or nigga. No, we don't salute each other enough. So this man, at the same token, he was just showing me, matter of fact, show him your numbers. Show him the Instagram, what you just showing me. So I can show y'all, right? He said, Jones, he a real one, keep him around. Nah, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? This is years in the making. This is my brother. You know what I'm saying? I met Sin fucking, what, 10 years ago, nigga?
Yes, sir. Yes,
2014 or something.
Yes, sir.
11 years ago. Check this out. If y'all not already following and you don't know who this is, if you under a rock, all right? This is who this is. You can see the number shit. But
what I was telling him
about,
I was telling him about when I get a lot of views. I get, you know, 500,000 views and millions of views, 3 million, 4 million. I get a lot of views, but the most important thing that I look at when I get these views, the most important thing is people get caught up in the numbers and they get tricked by the views. This is what I look at. I look at how many people are impacted by the actual video. If I don't get that's 25,000 shares right there. You dig? 123,000 likes. This is what I look at.
9,000 comments.
9,000 comments. But this is the main thing that I look at. I look at the shares. If your video can be watched by millions, but if they don't share it, that means nobody was impacted. You dig?
If they don't share, they don't care.
You dig? That's just what it is. See, by them sharing it, it lets me know the video was so powerful that felt like they need to show their friends or the people that's in their circle.
Right.
So that's what I really pay attention to. I pay attention to not just the numbers of the views. I pay attention to the shares because it lets me know whatever I said impacted the person that was listening. So that's for you content creators that's out here just hyped off the numbers. How many people are actually taking the time out to click a button and sharing your content?
Speaking of that, double tap that screen if you know what I mean, because it don't cost you nothing to press that button. Don't be ahead of your whole life.
Break yourself for the likes.
Come on now, da-da-da, right? Because that's basically what he's saying, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. And that's how you know if you're resonating with the world. That's how you know when people are saying, look, you got to hear this guy. You got to see this.
Exactly.
You got to see this.
Exactly.
Niggas sending it to their girl. You know what? Matter of fact, instead of me sending this long ass text, yeah, bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Hold that.
Look, a queen, and he kicking his shit. A queen is supposed to da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right.
So we gotta understand, hard work goes both ways, and steel sharp as steel, right? So everything he just said to me, it's the opposite right now for me. When I'm watching him become, y'all didn't know nothing about this nigga. He just literally came out, in your mind, out the blue, and just became one of the top content creators on the internet. But y'all don't know what comes behind that. Y'all don't know the blood, sweat, and the tears and the years that niggas put in outside to even accumulate the wisdom and the knowledge and experience to be able to even break this shit down.
Facts.
In a way that would even be entertaining or digestible.
Facts.
Or something that you really say, damn, that's dope. Right? Because he could know all this shit and still not be able to say it dope.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You gotta be able to pop this shit.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? On a level where it not only resonates, but makes people, look, we got 462 people here right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
good game.
numberage. But at the end of the day, 462 of y'all need to double tap that screen. And by the way,
Right.
let's not lose focus. Let's make sure we promoting the products that we done put our lives and hard work into. I am an author and he's an author.
Yes.
He's got a book out right now. Tell him the name.
The Power of Thought. You go right now on my Instagram and click the link in my bio and download the audio book. And I sold out of the hard copy, so that's in production right now. My second book is on the way. Tips on relationships, the naked truth about a beautiful lie. It's already written.
I like that.
Yeah, it's already written.
The naked truth
about a beautiful lie. You dig? I'm giving you squares, $1 trillion worth of game when it comes to this relationship thing. But listen, also, like he just said, we got to promote. Check out Create a Steady Hustle podcast on YouTube right now. If you don't know who I am, get familiar. You dig?
Create with the 8.
Yes.
Create with the 8, right?
Yes.
Create with the number 8.
Yes. And the reason why the number 8 is there, because the 8 represents abundance and prosperity. You dig?
The number 8.
The number 8, do your Googles on the number 8. The life path number 8 represents prosperity and abundance. We can't do nothing in this world without numbers. So I would advise y'all to definitely do some research on your life path number and do some research on numbers, period, because they have a significant meaning to your life.
Nigga said, look, is 100 fire emoji. Listen, man. First of all, I want to say something to y'all so y'all understand. I didn't even know this, right? Islam is actually in the Quran. In the beginning of the Quran. You know what it means?
What it mean?
Of God. So I was like, that's fire, right? That showed me that one, if you some game, if you some ism, that means that you're supposed to reflect the qualities of God. You're supposed to have that in you, where you're not only a builder, a creator, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, but you're somebody that is of that essence. You're somebody that's connected to a higher being, to that higher power, right?
Right.
So I want to make sure y'all understand, like, the main thing is first of all, spiritual grounding. It's having yourself mentally and spiritually sound. Because like we talked about earlier, it's self-mastery. If you can't master yourself, ain't nothing else gonna matter.
Facts.
And I'm still learning to do that daily.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't no shame in my game. I'm still learning to master myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me give you the game. Let me give you the game. 5 minutes to learn, but a lifetime to master. There's 5 minutes. You can listen. Everything we say, and you can digest and you can understand within 5 minutes. But it's gonna take you a lifetime to master it. You dig? Because at the end of the day, you never gonna master it. But you want to be aspiring to master it. You want to be trying to master it. You want to be, figuring out ways to master it. But you're never gonna master it, because a person that thinks he knows it all knows nothing, and a person that knows a lot knows he don't knows nothing.
Man.
You dig?
Man who knows something knows that he knows nothing at all.
Yeah.
It could be colder in your summertime and hotter in your fall. If we was made in his image, then call us by our name. Hello? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, Ariel, what's up, love? What's up, ladies? Ladies, we see y'all in the chat. Give us a cheers one time. You know what I'm saying? For all the sexy ladies. Give us a cheers or hit us with the 2 glasses one time, ladies.
Yeah.
We love y'all and we appreciate y'all. Let us know if we doing well. He says shout out to Nyan.
Cheers.
Okay. What's up to Nyan? And also, y'all know how we do roll call. Let me know what city, what country we representing right now. We like to know what parts of the world we affecting. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate it. I seen South Africa in here. I seen a video earlier. They fuck with me in Africa.
They fuck with me hard.
You know what I'm saying? Africa going up. We gotta go out there.
They fucking
Afro
me
Jones
hard,
out right
man.
now. Okay, Afro Jones out right now. Now that he told you, he's got Create a Steady Hustle podcast. He's got his Instagram going. He also, and he ain't even telling your ass, he got a clothing line. It's fire.
Most definitely.
That's what I'm wearing in the last couple
Cash
videos.
apparel.
Y'all see that? The black shirt that I got with the white thing on the sleeves? That's
Cash
his shit.
apparel.
All right?
Tracksuit. They come in this
Tracksuits.
fall.
Yeah.
They come in this fall. We got Cash Apparel. You already know what the cash stand for. Create a Steady Hustle. We want to keep abundance on your mind because you are what you wear, and it ain't about. Listen, it's not a brand. It's a mindset. It's not just a brand. It's a mindset, man. So yeah, I want to keep abundance on your mind. You did Cash Apparel. Create a Steady Hustle. You already know Serius Jones was wearing that. The black with the stripe on the side, with the crown and the dollar sign in the
and he
middle.
pulled up for the battle for me personally. You know what I'm saying? Pulled up personally, got that made for me personally, just so I could rest. So I had to represent. You know what I'm saying? I'm still rocking that. You know what I'm saying? So he says you was preaching in that song. Yeah, facts. He said eights can see the future when you know yourself. Don't be scared of yourself. That's a fact. It says Jay Morrison vibes. Respect the wisdom. though. I don't know who he is, but New Orleans. Y'all single? Absolutely, man. We plural, baby. We abundant. You know what I'm saying? But yes, we are available bachelors. You know what I'm saying? For surely. Right? Hot chocolate. He says, you still battling? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. And wallahi, didn't I talk to you about that this morning?
We battling life, nigga. We battling every day. Every day is a battle.
This is the battle for me. Me standing across from a guy that hasn't done any of the things I've done in life, that has nowhere near the story of mine, that has nowhere near the validity of anything that I say and I reflect, it kind of does me a disservice, no? It kind of puts me in a bracket to where I look like I'm the same as all these other guys. And that's what I've been doing for the past, 25 years, 30 years? But as you can see, we got, let me keep reading, Bonjour, Rochester, Dallas,
Jamaica,
Benton Harbor, Michigan, Kenya, Jamaica. What's that? Suriname? Is that Suriname? What's that? That look like a Suriname or some shit. BK, New York, Toronto, Canada, Inglewood, Teaneck, Burgerfield, 2 Africans. Yes, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Britain, Houston, Kenya, Jersey, Afro Jones. Yeah, the Afro Jones out right now. I'm from South Africa. Yeah, that's South African flag. That's right, not Suriname. So as you can see, we got the whole world tapped in. We got people from all over the world tapped into the message that we pushing and the frequency that we on. So why do I want to disrupt my frequency? By dealing with lower vibrational shit that don't even pay me that much. So if they pop out and say, yeah, Jones, we got a 50 ball for you. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to deal with that, right? I'm gonna say no to 50,000. But in reality, if I'm doing these battles to where now y'all see what they're doing in battles. They ran out of, they don't even know how to approach shit from a, you know what I'm saying, a player way. These niggas is in battles just snitching, reading police reports, just doing anything, talking about people's kids. You know what I'm saying? People's dead friends, dead mothers. I ain't never been a part of that type of stuff, bro. I ain't never been a part of the circus. Even though it's a lot of clowns, and they try to make the lines blurry and act like I could be one of them. So I gotta differentiate and distinguish myself right now, if never before. Cause that's why it's 50-something-year-old ladies running up on me on the street. Not because of no battle. You know what I'm saying? She ain't say nothing about no battle, did she?
Nah.
Yeah. She said, we've been watching your videos.
Yeah.
We've been watching your videos. So I'm gonna keep doing what actually is resonating and working for me. Battle rap, I love battle rap, but it has not gotten me to be a mainstream artist yet. And honestly, I think it actually hinders that process.
Yeah, it pigeonholes you.
It pigeonholes me. It makes y'all think, Battle Man! Yeah, do that thing you do, Battle Man. Go ahead. Go ahead, do the freestyles.
Yeah, facts.
It's like, bro, do you understand who you talking to? Do you know what my life is?
Nah,
do you know I'm a walking fucking A&E special?
Nah, fact.
You know, we got to do that. We got to bring them into this life. We got to show them the lifestyle. We got to show them the game. We got to show you the pain. We got to show you the talent. I can't do all of that when I'm stuck in the same mind state. Give me 100 in the chat if y'all know what I'm saying. He says, I ain't seen my dog Jones in a minute. Shout out to the hometown Harlem, you dig? Yeah, we outside. We in Harlem. He says, for God so loved the world that he gave his own begotten son. Yeah. I don't believe that, respectfully. But you know, no disrespect, we don't get too religious in here. But I think God is a being, I will say this part, God can't have no son, bro. God is not a man in that way. Okay, that's basically saying God is me and you, and if that's the case, then you're a God body, right? And then peace to the gods, right? And what's today's mathematics? If that's the case. But otherwise, I think that's the problem with we always trying to, okay, I appreciate that. Yeah. That job
Oh, still on?
died. Yeah, still on.
Wow,
Still
that's
60
crazy.
motherfuckers in there waiting.
Oh, that's crazy. That shit, motherfucking still rocking and rolling.
That shit still be going.
Hold on, let me do something real quick.
Yeah,
Hold on, guys.
Wipe that off before good looking, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Get that, that
Most
HD,
definitely,
man.
yeah, we still rocking and rolling.
They said two kings. You know that. You know that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? A creator creates, a creation is created.
We all creators.
And we all creations, too.
Right. We
You know
here
what
to
I'm saying?
create.
His phone must be too hot. You know how it be getting
Too much game.
Nah, it's too much game. It be exploding. But nah, basically the phone died just because I wasn't plugging it in. I ain't gonna get too crazy. A creation is something that exists. Okay, yes. He says, you fell, tell homeboy he got a booger. No, you don't. Shut up. Amen, brother. Wilmington, Delaware in the building. Miss January says, Jones, heart eyes. What's up, love? How you doing? I didn't get you. You supposed to be making an Instagram and hit me up. And look, and by the way, I didn't get to promote to y'all. See, we already back at 150. You know, this should be.
Right.
But look, I have a book out right now, okay?
Get that.
I haven't been promoting it to y'all enough, okay?
Get it.
It is a 2-hour audio film.
Get it.
Okay, it's called The Art of Word War. It's breaking down not only the history of battle rap, but the history of spoken words in our culture. From the griots of Africa. In Africa, I'm gonna give y'all a quick little history lesson. In Africa, the way that we used to find shit out was a nigga yelling and a drum. That's how you knew what was going down. It's about to be war. They about to, we got somebody invading the village. It's gonna be and there's somebody on the drums. Boom, 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 boom. That's how you know, oh shit, it's time. It's time, load up. You know what I mean? Whatever. That's how we communicated, right? We are sound engineering people. We are sonic people. That's why we so good at music and dancing and all that stuff, because it's really in us, right? So what I did was not only break down battle rap, that's too easy, right? I had to go back to the history of our people and how that talent and that art form developed. There used to be somebody called a griot, G-R-I-O-T, right? That person was the big speaker of the hood, of the village. That was the nigga that usually had a big voice, right? And a lot of times they got one of them gravelly, like fucking Buju Banton ass voices, right? They be pain, right? Even now, right? I was locked up in California, and when you on some of them tiers in them yards and all that, they'll be the Mexican guys. They have one of those big speaker guys, and usually his voice sounds like some fucking movie shit, right? They had this one nigga, and this nigga sounded like the devil. Like this shit sounded crazy. He'd be like, Raza, se le bienvenidos, mi amigos. And they'd be like, like, this shit is crazy. It's like some Spartacus shit. But that nigga's voice, when that nigga voice come over the tier, amigos, right? That nigga motivating them niggas. If it's time for war, he telling them, strap up, whatever. He's sending out well wishes and blessings. Listen, everybody, how are you today? That's the translation of it. Amigos, how are you today? I am strong. I am this. I am that. That's what their ritual was, right? But it's the same type of concept as when we had a griot that was the voice of our hood. That was the guy that would tell stories. You get around the campfire, he's the guy that tells the story. When there's an announcement to the village, he's the one that makes the announcement. Hello? He's a big speaker. So that turned into dancehall reggae comes along, right? It goes to Jamaica. We get dropped off in all these different places, right? They don't know. Battle rap came from the Caribbean, nigga.
Oh my.
Straight up.
Hip-hop came from Caribbean.
Came from the Caribbean, right?
Jamaica to be exact.
You know what I'm saying? Cedric Ave and all that nigga, DJ Kool Herc and all them niggas, them niggas Jamaican, right? That's why he says griot is the OG. You feel me? That's why these niggas had speakers and sound systems. Niggas ain't had shit like that. That's some Jamaican shit when niggas got all the speakers set up, because they would come from miles around. Sound clash.
Yeah.
That was the first battle.
Facts.
Ninja Man and all them niggas.
Super Cat.
Rat, Super Cat. What's the nigga name? Red Rat. All of them type of niggas.
Yeah.
Right? When they coming out battling each other.
Facts.
You come on and you say, pussy clot boy, want to sit down and wrong, bust him in his head. And then the next one come out and be, man, that nigga this and this and that. I'll do that to the... That was the first type of battle.
Facts.
So we took that, and I'm doing this art form, I'm breaking down this art form from the rooter to the tutor. We talk about the first stories of the first battles that we know that happened. Busy B and Kumo D. Y'all probably don't know about that. Busy B was one of those party niggas. Back in the 80s, you know they had to put your hands in there if you can, right? And Kumo D was a Harlem nigga with some bars, wearing leather suits, looking like he was some type of player, right? That nigga ran down on that nigga in the club and bodied that nigga. He said, nigga, that shit is old. Put that Bob bullshit on hold. Snuck up on him and bodied him. First body in hip hop, right? But did you know that, right? Do we have any historians that are breaking down battle rap? I don't think so. So I wrote the battle rap handbook. It's available right now. You can get it on, fuck that. You can get it from me, right? Because that's what I'm doing. I'm hand-in-handing these shits like bean pies, all right?
100%
Y'all follow
profit.
me. Yeah, 100% profit. Follow me at The Real Serious Jones, or somebody type, you know what y'all normally do, type Wolfway in the chat. Type the Cash App in the chat for me so I can pin it for y'all. And what I've been doing is, if you just send me a $30 Cash App with your email, I'll send you an original file. It's a 2-hour audio file. It's fire. You're gonna like it. And everybody that's got one so far, I haven't got one person that said anything besides it's dope. So don't take my word for it. Just check it out, right? But this is what I need to be promoting. You know what I'm saying? He said, okay, with the bean pie. You feel me, Stacy? You know what I'm saying? Hey, Stacy Galore, I've been seeing you. He said, how you like me now? Yeah, that's Kumo D, you feel me? The Wild Wild West, all that. He was the first nigga to catch a body in hip hop. At least that we know about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jason Yee, that's what we do every time. It's pin my Cash App. You got a problem with me hustling? You got a problem with me hustling my product? You got a problem with me sharing knowledge and wisdom and experience with my people, brother?
This is what I tell people that say that, right? Say weird ass corny shit like that. It's a give and take relationship. I'm giving you something and you're gonna give back in return. It's an exchange of energy. We don't got time to come on this motherfucker just to talk because we got lips. I'm gonna say something that's gonna spark your mind and make you feel a certain type of way that's gonna help you and that's gonna motivate you. It's gonna be an exchange of energy. So you have to give in order to receive. A lot of you motherfuckers is suffering from the fact that you're not giving. You're not giving enough. You dig? And that's why you're not receiving, because you're not giving enough. And you believe the little bit of shit that you do give, you believe is significant to the amount that you feel some type of way about giving it. When you shouldn't. You should give with a pure heart, and you should give with a kind heart, and know that it will come back in return, because all great leaders know that the people that give the most always gets the most. Period. You dig? So you got to give in order to receive. He giving you a lot of jewels, giving you a lot of game. So it's only right that you share and give back in return. That's how you get your blessing, keep circulating.
K. Brian says, real shit. Thank you. I appreciate that, Stacey.
And ain't nothing to give a super chat.
Thank you for that super chat, Stacey.
Yeah, shout out to you for that.
And that's what real people do, man. They set the tone, okay? So all of y'all grown men that will come in another grown man's video and sit there and say negative things, you don't even realize how much of a girl you are, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. But we're not going to even give into the negativity. I know the trolls. Y'all want me to respond. Y'all want me to get in my feelings or anything like that. Sorry, brother.
Shout out to the givers.
You know,
we only acknowledging the givers because in order to, like I said again, you have to give in order to receive. And I appreciate y'all for giving up your time. I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. So at the end of the day, we appreciate y'all giving that. And that's why we say give your likes, give your shares, give your comments, because you don't always have to give money. You dig? You can give in different forms. But the ones who give money, they can ask a particular questions and they can get a particular answer.
You said, where you been, Serious? Shout out from Amsterdam. Hey, we've been around the world and back again, man, and we still going all the way up like a turtleneck and the stuff is stuck like a cat in a tree. I appreciate you fucking with me, you know what I'm saying, and my player partner right here, you know what I mean? But if y'all have not already, make sure you get a copy of his book, okay, The Power of Thought. Make sure you get a copy of my audio book, The Art of Word War. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Serious Jones, no O in Serious, and just simply type the word book. Send me a DM and just say book. At The Real Serious Jones, no O in Serious. At The Real Serious Jones, no O in Serious, all right? And Likquid Cash, Likquid CASH. Follow him. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me now? Y'all hear me now? Y'all hear me now? Yeah, sounds back. He says, are you driving and using your phone? Shame on you? No, I'm not driving, sir. Okay? I'm a passenger in a vehicle right now. Okay? What I am doing is working. What I am doing is promoting some great product, and what I am doing is blessing y'all, because y'all don't even know who that is. Some of y'all don't even understand when y'all are getting a real treat, man, pause. But it's really a treat when players meet. That's what we say. So I like learning. I like finding out, things that can help me. I like learning. I like winning, okay? Some of y'all need to, you know what I'm saying? Respectfully, I heard you, Miss January. You've been saying you creating an Instagram. Everyone hit the like and subscribe button, real rap. Yeah, appreciate that, Reem. He said they likes adding up. Salute the chat for the double tap. Yeah, man, double tap that screen, man. So a lot of y'all, you know what I'm saying? He says salute the chat for the double tap. Shout out to you, my brother. Salute to you, man. What up, Jones? Salute. Ben, I think you mean you've been messing with me since Jen with the MTV mic. Salute, brother. Joseph Gibbs, what's up, brother? Road to 20K. Yeah, we on the road to 20K, bro. You know what I'm saying? We had 11 something. I just had about 7,000 followers before, a couple weeks ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? So obviously this shit is resonating, bro. It's working, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? With the good comes the bad, but we got to focus on the good. So everybody that hasn't checked out the material, Box Taker out right now, okay? Dot Mob K out right now. G-Lock's video out right now. Look how much work we putting in, huh? Afro Jones out right now, right? And we got Stomp Down Game on the way up next. And we going live and got all type of content on here on the page where you can check out every day, where we on here for an hour, 2 hours, dropping game and just living with y'all. So I'm flooding y'all. I'm ODing in terms of my work ethic, my consistency, and making sure that I stay persistent. Persistence over resistance, man. You know what I'm saying? Jason said, what product are you promoting? Again, I will say it again. The Art of Word War, my audio book, the Battle Rap Handbook, okay? Let me sell you one right now. Follow me on Instagram at The Real Serious Jones. No O in the word serious. Again, no O in the word serious. SERIUS, The Real Serious Jones. Just type the word book and DM me. Or you could just send me a Cash App and I will send you the book directly to your email. Also, I have the Afro Jones Afrobeat album. I got an Afrobeat album, y'all. What battle rappers make Afrobeat albums? It's fire. Don't take my word for it. Look at the comments, right? Got Afro Jones out right now. That's why you see a lot of South Africa and all of these other Kenya and all that in the chat. Nigeria, Guinea, Senegal. because I'm making music for them. Huh? Also G.I. Jones. Also Meet the Wolf. So I got a lot of different product out for y'all, but the one I want y'all to focus on the most right now that I'm slanging like bean pies every day is the Art of Word War book. Let me get you one of those ASAP, because that right there is that's a foundational piece too. That piece right there is something that it's gonna make a lot of other things make sense. You know what I'm saying? He says, Jones Talks Cash podcast. The hardest step is usually the first one. Yeah, you feel me? The hardest step usually is. So, now I'm at the place now where I done made the steps. You know what I'm saying? Now it's just about the follow through. You know what I'm saying? And yes, the new music is on the way. All right? Stomp Down Game is going up. He says, okay, thank you, mate. I will get the book. Thank you, Jason. Just follow me again right now. Follow me at The Real Serius Jones. All right, on Instagram, at The Real Serius Jones, no O in Serious, and just send me a DM that says book, and I'll get you the details, and we'll get you straightened right up. All right, and if you don't got Cash App, if you got Apple Pay, whatever else, Chime, I accept everything, Venmo, whatever. All right. He says, peace. What do I think about twerk? Free twerk. Free my brother twerk. I think he'll be home, and I think he's still gonna make the battle. All right. That doesn't sound like no crazy charge what they got him on, and it's probably some nonsense. So free that man. I want to see a classic go down between him and Loaded Lux. I'm excited to see that, or I'm never excited, but I'm inspired and motivated to see that. I think that's going to bring the best out of two legends. You know what I'm saying? I think that might be one of the greatest battles we ever see, to be honest. I think that might be one of the greatest battles that we're about to see. So I hope that he actually gets home, because, we need that. Max says, I'm from Croatia. What's up, brother? How much it costs for... Oh, no, we're not talking about that. He says, gotta get you some Mr. Frames on your face, player. Well, whatever you want. Hey, Brooklyn 718, you've been hating this whole time, brother. So you know what? We're gonna let you get up out of here, all right? You have a good life, brother. I gave you some of you trolls. I'll let y'all rock for hours. I'll let that nigga rock all day. He's still going. What type of man are you, bro? Just evil, negative people. But I love you, and I love the people here, because everything is it's all energy. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, the good and the bad. It says he home. Yeah, I ain't been on Instagram for a minute. Wait, well, get back on there and check me out, man. He says, Wolf, that ring, you feeling that? You feeling the wolf ring? This is designed by me. If anybody wants a piece, it's all rare stones that I found myself. I mean, I ain't go to no mines or nothing, but it took me weeks to find all these individual stones, bro. From emeralds to sapphires to rubies. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then these stones on the globe. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, it spins, So, with my jewelry, they are, again, creations. They mean something to me because I drew these in a cell, bro. I drew these in a cell when I was facing 50, 60 years. And I had a plan, and I said, when I come home, I'm gonna execute. I said, when I come home, I'm going up. When I come home, ain't no stopping me this time. And that's what we doing. That's why we getting thousands and thousands of views, and we got people from all over the world tapped in. That's why we able to do these numbers. That's why we able to get the traction that we getting, because they know it's real. It's coming from the heart, bro. It's coming from pain. I deserve this shit, bro. And it's sad that we still got people that would hate on a man that dedicated his whole life to this shit. That never did no sucker shit for clout. That actually means everything he says. And if you don't know that, then that means it's something with you. Because I ain't never lied to y'all. I ain't never came to y'all trying to exploit negativity. What I do, I don't know nobody that ever did this. And neither do you. But I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? K-Bay says, hi, Jones. What's up, baby? He said, the coldest ring I've seen yet with that ball in the middle, that's creative. Make sure the jewelers don't steal your idea. They could try. They could try, but it's just mine, you know what I mean? And it's not a ball, it's the globe. You know what I'm saying? It's the world. It's the world that's sitting on top of the crown. king of the world type shit. Feel me? That's the real concept, you know? He says, be addicted to keeping your composure. You're right. And I'll do my best to do a better job of that. Because those that know me know I talk passionate, and sometimes, like, you know what I mean, it seems like I'm flying off the handle. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll be this honest with y'all. I've been fighting certain demons in real life. You know what I'm saying? Hold on 1 second. We gotta run down. Excuse me. Hello. Turn around as soon as you turn it down.
It's all beautiful.
Yeah, she nice, man. All right, we out of here. Hey, look, say bye to the people, man.
Hey, listen, man, I just want to let y'all know I appreciate y'all for being here. Y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all here with us. Y'all already know it's a legendary segment y'all have with us. This is something you probably never see again in a long time. But so I want y'all to appreciate what you just witnessed. You dig? He dropped number gang. I dropped number. I gave y'all my twos and views. But the most important thing I want to let y'all know is we thank y'all for being here. Cause y'all could be anywhere in the world.
But you're here with me.
Cheers.
See y'all later, man. Life is serious. Y'all know the vibe. Create a steady hustle.